You know, summer is here, and that means that those vacations are booked, and you are definitely ready to get away. But thousands of travelers are being faced with flight delays, cancellations, and loss of money and time. And this comes as airlines are just struggling to pace the demand of millions of people wanting to fly again, on top of issues like staffing and weather and, of course, COVID. Brian Kelly, the founder of The Points Guy, an American travel website, joining me now to discuss. So, Brian, what do you make of all of this, all these air travel issues right now, not to mention how expensive tickets are right now?
Yeah, it's a really tough summer for travelers. What I recommend to everyone, if you're traveling this summer, even if you booked your ticket months ago, check today to make sure it hasn't been canceled or changed. People are finding out that their flights have been dramatically changed when they get to the airport. This summer, you've got to be on the offense, and you can still get deals, but you've got to be flexible. And I highly recommend using Google Flights to search for those cheap airfares. And you can even take your home city and see where the deals are. That's what I recommend this summer, trying to find those very few cheap fares.
Yeah, very few is right, because everybody's booking for the holidays. Even we went online. It's incredible. I mean, the tickets are twice to three times as much as to what we usually pay. So are air travelers entitled to anything when their flights are delayed or canceled? Because how many times has something happened and you're just kind of out of luck?
Well, the bad news is the U.S. does not have a passenger bill of rights. But if your flight's really delayed or canceled, you are owed a full cash refund. Do not let the airline give you a voucher that you may or may not use. However, I'm in Madrid right now. The rules are a lot different in Europe. If you're in Europe, leaving Europe or flying a European carrier to Europe and your flight's canceled or delayed, ask about EU 261 compensation. There are rules that can be quite lucrative if your flights are changed. But instead of going to the airline, if your flight's canceled or changed, go to your credit card company. A lot of credit cards have what's called flight interruption or cancellation coverage built in for free, as long as you use that credit card to buy your flight. That can cover up to $1,000 per person. So if you need to get hotels or cars, don't necessarily go to the airline, go to your credit card company to see what perks they have.
Well, that's good advice. And by the way, I'm so sorry you're in Madrid. I feel so sorry for you right now. All right, let's talk about the airlines that are allowing passengers to buy trip insurance when they purchase flights. You know, a lot of people overlook that. They pass it off. They don't want to pay the extra money, whatever. Do you think that people should buy it now?
So trip insurance can make sense, but never buy it directly through an airline or a hotel. Often that's not even insurance. It's called trip protection, and it's pretty expensive for what you get. I recommend go to an independent platform like insuremytrip.com. They'll allow you to look at different policies and see what they cover. And with insurance, the devil's in the details. If you've got a pre-existing condition that might disrupt your trip, you want a policy that's going to cover that. And there are policies out there. So do your due diligence, compare and contrast, but I recommend to not get it directly through the airline.
Got it. All right. And there's so many tools and tricks that people offer up about when to buy flights. Tell us what actually works.
What actually works is there are sites like Hopper and, like I said, Google Flights, which is a free platform that will actually tell you, is this a good fare or not? What I can say is demand keeps going up. You know, the U.S. just dropped the testing requirements. So international travel, we're seeing big spikes. People are no longer worried about getting stuck abroad if they test positive. So all the indicators show airfare is going to keep going up. So I recommend book sooner than later. Also use your frequent flyer miles. A lot of us have them sitting around. Absolutely use them. They lose value over time.
Oh, I didn't know that frequent flyer miles actually dissolve. I mean, is there a certain, how much time do we have with those? Is it a matter of months, years?
Yeah. A lot of programs will have no expiration, but for example, American Airlines now, as of April, is expiring inactive miles again. So, but in general, the airlines, just like increasing airfare, they're increasing the amount of miles you need as well. So use your miles today, because one silver lining is that when you use your frequent flyer miles, most airlines will let you cancel free of charge and get all of those miles and taxes and fees back if you do get sick or need to cancel for any reason. So it's almost like having travel insurance when you use your frequent flyer miles.
Got it. One more question. There's been a lot of delays recently, as you mentioned. What's your forecast for the summer as flight travel, picks up now? Will the delays stop anytime soon?
I am an optimist in life, but I can't sit here with a straight face and say that it's going to get better anytime soon. You know, the staffing, you can't just hire someone off the street to fly a plane or to even operate the jet bridge to get you. And that's where we're seeing just across the board issues. In Europe right now, there are also labor strikes. Brussels yesterday shut down the complete airport. Baggage handling, this is one tip I have to get across. There are thousands of people who are missing bags. This summer, I've been using Apple AirTags. You put them in your suitcase. You can actually see where your suitcase is in the airport. If the airline loses it, you can show them and say, nope, I know exactly where it is. And this is what it looks like. And you're going to get me my bag. It's a jungle out there, but if you've got the tips and the tools to navigate it, travel can still be amazing. I promise.
All right. I just took copious notes. I learned a lot, Brian. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Brian Kelly.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.